What's up, guys? Before this video gets started, I just kind of wanted to let you know that I had originally recorded this with a face cam or with a camera, and whenever I went to open the video file, the video had been corrupted somehow, so I'm not sure what happened there. So I have to do this without the face cam this time, but hopefully we'll have that resolved in the next episode. And yeah, so I'll go ahead and get on with the video. I hope you guys enjoy. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and start doing some evolutions. Let me just get come on. Go ahead and get this lucky egg going. There we go. Okay. So now let's get to. Okay, so what I got going on right now. I've caught a few more Pokemon and I've hatched some more Pokemon since we last talked. Or since we last spoke. And so what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to go ahead and transfer some Pokemon out right now, and that way it'll clear up some of our space with some of these Bulbasaurs, and I got a bunch of these Caterpies. Now I do have a Metapod and a Butterfree, both of which I've caught in the wild, but I do have this Caterpie that is 135 CP, and I do have one that's 134. Let me see. I don't know if I have enough to do both. No, I don't have enough to do both evolutions. So what I'm going to have to do is transfer probably all of these. Let me see. No, I'm not going to have enough to do the full evolution today like I was hoping. So I'll go ahead and transfer the rest of these out. I was kind of hoping that I could keep both of those and see if one of them ends up being a little bit stronger than the other one. And I guess I could have evolved them both to Metapods, but I really wanted to do the full evolution. I'm going to keep this Butterfree here just for, just because I don't have another one other than this one. So, this Weedle right here, I'm going to do the full evolution on it. I do have enough to do full evolution. So I'm going to clear out the rest of these. This is this 176 Weedle. This is the strongest Weedle that I've caught so far. Okay, so let's go ahead. I've got all those transferred out and collected the candies from them. I do have more than enough to do the full evolution. So I'm going to go ahead and start the evolution on this Weedle. All the way up to a Beedrill, because I've never got a Beedrill before. So we'll add some new Pokemon to the Pokedex as well as gaining that double XP. So here we go. Something just popped up while I'm waiting on this. Okay, a 190 Kakuna. That's definitely better than the previous one. And there's a Rattata. Okay, now time to go ahead and evolve this up to a Beedrill. I don't know what the multipliers for Kakuna to Beedrill and Metapod to Butterfree are. I don't think it's gonna be that high. I'm not hoping. I'm not expecting anything super high, but it's a new Pokemon added. 589, okay. So wow, that was quite a bit. I don't know if that's a good evolution or average, but that is quite a bit, and we'll see. Let me take a look and see where he's at now. So he is on my top, well, not my top like 6, but on my top Pokemon here on just on this screen. Okay, whoops. I keep doing that, and whenever anytime that you do that, when you clear your screen back to the overworld map here, that's when you gain your experience. So I don't think it's a huge deal that you do that, but you want to definitely get as much experience as you can in one sitting, and then just gain all of that from there. Okay, so what I was gonna attempt to do, I was gonna try to get this Pidgey. I wanted to evolve it all the way up, but I don't have enough candies to do that. But I do have. I kind of was figuring out some of the CP values on Pokefind to find out how good of a Pidgeot it would be, and it wasn't looking too good. It came out up to about as good as the one that I already have. This one actually caught in the wild. So what I'm gonna do, I actually have this Pidgeotto that's ready to go, and I'm going to evolve it into a Pidgeot. And I'm going to go ahead and get these candies from these other Pidgeys that I've just kind of kept laying around. Now, I don't really catch Pidgeys very often, which I know it kind of goes against everything that we've learned in the other Pokemon games, but you definitely want to catch pretty much everything. And I don't do it all the time. You know, like Pidgeys pop up, Rattatas pop up, and Zubats pop up all the time, and I don't catch them. And I know that's, you know, plus 100 Stardust, plus 3 candies for every time you catch a Pokemon. But some of these, like when I'm out, are limited on Pokeballs. I just kind of like don't catch them, because those are Pokemon that you can catch anywhere. They're not like a huge priority, as opposed to if you were to find something like a Dratini or something, and then you don't have Pokeballs because you just caught all the Pidgeys. So that's kind of my philosophy on that. Oh, come on, don't freeze up on me now. There we go. Okay, thank you. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and evolve this Pidgeotto. Check out 722. See, that's kind of about what I had come up on Pokefind. I believe average was around I think it was like 750, 725, somewhere around there. So it was about an average Pidgeot evolution. So definitely stronger than my previous one. I'm going to go ahead and discard that one. Oh wait. I actually click on the button that was right there. I did end up catching a Pikachu finally. I looked for a Pikachu. I've been looking for a Pikachu pretty much since I started playing this game, or since it was playable, and I finally caught a Pikachu. Okay, I don't think I have enough of these Nidorans to evolve again. Oh, I do actually have enough. So again, I know everybody says that you shouldn't evolve Pokemon until you have enough candies to do the full evolution, but I'm going to go ahead and evolve this Nidoran into a Nidorina, again, just for the sake of gaining the extra experience while I have that lucky egg on. It wasn't a good this time. 582. Okay, so that definitely beats out the old Nidorina that we evolved in the last episode. So And I do have a Nidoran male that I can evolve into a Nidorino. And I'm going to go ahead and do that as well. Again, this is just for the sake of a little bit of experience. I'm going to go ahead and transfer this Nidorina out. Yeah, just because I'm doing this on my lunch breaks, and I've got the camera with me, so I'm going to go ahead and do this, like I said, just for the sake of the experience now while I can. Okay, 516, so that's definitely not quite as good as the Nidorina that we just got. And I'm also ready to evolve Clefairy into a Clefable. I've got more than enough candies, so I'm going to go ahead and do that, which will also in turn give us a new Pokemon. And I'm kind of thinking that the CP is going to be pretty high on this. I don't know what the multiplier is, and I haven't checked on Pokefind to see what the CP could potentially be. If you guys don't know about Pokefind, it's a really good website that Ali A and another YouTuber are working on that'll help you find Pokemon around you, find rare Pokemon in nests, and it'll help you determine the CP of your Pokemon based on how good of the Pokemon it is currently. It'll tell you if it's a good evolution or a bad evolution, and it'll kind of give you a really good range. 940, okay, I think that bumps that up to, I think that may be my second best. Let's see, yep, Clefable is now number 2 on my tier list, so we'll go ahead and just toss a star right there on Clefable. And beats out Blaze by quite a bit. So, oh, and I did end up getting a Hitmonchan out of a 10K egg. I was super excited for because I had been wanting a Hitmonchan for a long time, and they don't spawn very much around here. They're actually really, well, as far as I've seen, they're pretty rare around here, and I don't know that many people around here have even caught one. But I did end up getting one from a 10K egg, which I was super excited about. And let's see, I think I have enough to do this Oddish. Yeah, I do have more than enough. So I'm going to, man, I tell you, I mentioned in the last episode that Oddish and Bellsprouts are crazy high CPs over here. Like, and I'm only level 16 currently, and I caught this, I think it was level 15 when I caught these. And so I would like to see, oh dang, I ruined it again. I would like to see what happens when I catch one that's level, you know, when I get to like 20 plus, see how high of a CP they are. So we're going to go ahead and evolve this Oddish. Gloom isn't a new Pokemon for me, so there won't be any extra XP there. But I still got the Lucky Egg going, so just double XP on that, and we'll have a stronger Gloom than we used to have. I think the last Gloom I had was only like 200 CP. 606. That's not too bad. Don't have enough to do a Paris, so we'll go ahead and transfer and keep that Paris and see if we find a better one later on. I do want to get rid of some of these Zubats. I'm actually going to get rid of the stronger one here even, just because I know when it evolves it may even be better than that Golbat there, but I can always find a Zubat later on if I really want to evolve one. So it's really not a big deal to me right now. And I think this is the Venonat that we ended up, that we found in the last episode as well. Let's see, I don't think I have enough to evolve it. No, I don't. This Venomoth I actually caught in the wild, so it would definitely be way higher after the Venonat evolves. and I'm just going to leave the Venomoth there for now. I know it's one extra candy, but even that one extra candy is not even going to get me close. I'll still need 11 of those candies to do that evolution. And we did find a couple of Psyducks. We were out the other day. I don't have near enough to evolve one right now. But we're just going to clear some space out and get rid of these weaker ones. And just to kind of rack up on those candies now. And I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this other Growlithe. I've been keeping them. Not really for any particular reason. But I'm just going to go ahead and get rid of him now to add that candy there. And same on these Poliwags. I caught a few of them. But we don't need those right now because we still have the Poliwhirl that we got from the last episode. Let's see, you did catch a few Slowpokes when we were out. Me and my brothers and pretty much my family, we went up to Branson. If you don't know, I live in very north part of Arkansas, and we're very close to Branson, Missouri, which is a really big tourist area. And we went up there and hung out and actually caught several Magikarp. Did find another Eevee that I'm going into another. I don't know if I want to evolve into a Vaporeon because the CP would definitely be higher. I may go for actually a Flareon. But we did catch some more Dratinis, which was really good because I lost out on a Dragonite, which I don't have footage of, but I have some. I do have screenshots, and I'll go ahead and post those up. I didn't take any screenshots of when I was trying to catch the Dragonite, but I had a screenshot, or I have a screenshot, you'll see them on screen, where one appeared on my radar and then it popped up next to me and I tried to catch it and it ended up escaping me, and I was really sad about that. So I'm going to clear out a bunch of these Eevees. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm going to let me go ahead and transfer this Execute. I don't have near enough of these candies. I'm a little over halfway through now to get an Executor. I think the multiplier for Executor is really high. I don't know quite what it is. I haven't figured that up or anything, but I know it's a pretty high multiplier. I caught a Magmar out in the wild the other day. Those are really rare around where I live as well, but this one, it wasn't as great. I've already had a better one. Actually, the first one I caught has been the best one that I've had so far, and I was like level 13 or 12 when that happened. Okay, so I don't have a whole lot of time, so I think I'm going to go ahead and finish off this video. I'm going to evolve this into I know I should evolve it into a Vaporeon, but I'm going to go ahead and go for a Flareon just to see if it ends up being a better Flareon than the one I have. $11.55, so that puts it at my top, my strongest Pokemon now. Man, I know I should have evolved it into a Vaporeon, and I know that was kind of silly that I didn't, but I really wanted to get a stronger Flareon, and there was also that chance of it evolving into a Vaporeon and it not learning Hydro Pump. So if it evolved into a Vaporeon, yeah, that would have been great, but there was a chance that it would have learned Aqua Tail and Water Pulse, which are not as they're not as good moves as Hydro Pump that got that big buff before. let me take a look. Whoops. Let me see, is flamethrower actually weaker? Flamethrower is weaker, so yeah, I would call that a win in my book. That's definitely a lot better move there. So I'm going to get rid of this Flareon. And you are the new Blaze. So let's take a look at my, let's go ahead and throw a star on that. And let's go ahead and look at my top 12, I believe it is. Is that what it is? 369. Yeah. Okay. So we have Shock is still not he's number 4 on my list here, so not bad. I powered a few of these up. The Hitmonchan actually did not come out at this CP. It was like a 550, somewhere around there, and I did power it up quite a bit, used a little bit of Stardust to do that, so the potential isn't quite there yet, but I could still power it up a little bit more. I don't think it would even get to 900, so okay, so just finishing this video off. I know I've got about 7 minutes of my lucky egg left, but I have less time than that on my lunch, so anyway, yeah, this is alright. We're getting close to level 17, so we didn't quite get as much as I'd hoped that we would, but that was alright for having just barely any experience starting off. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. Be sure to hit that like button. I'll try to do more videos where I'm out walking around and stuff with this and with you guys. So enjoyed, hit that like button, and I'll see you guys later.